It's a Friday. I'm sorry, I was too loud. I didn't mean to do that, Morris. It's okay, buddy. You come back and eat. There's your buddies. They're still here. All right, water bowls exchanged. These guys are waiting on Tux's leftovers. Everybody's doing good out back. Hi, guys. Hey, Gray. Hey, Panther. Hey, buddy. Hello out there. That blue is so pretty. Well, I guess the dusty stuff is gone, but all the big clumps of stuff are still here, and Don says there's a bunch of stuff stuck to poor Ruby. I agree. Boo-hoo. Good morning, Ruby. Well, the sun's back out today. It's 57 out there. Gonna have a high in the 60s, so not super warm, but plenty warm. Only problem is we've got a frost advisory for tonight. I was looking at the temperatures though, and it's 38 degrees. Well, I don't know what to think. It's between 3 a.m. and 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. So I don't know if we're going to be covering up stuff again or not. But I didn't fold up all those sheets because I knew there was a chance Friday night the temps were going to dip. Don and I will have to decide. Watch the local weather tonight. See what the last minute forecast is. Thank goodness it's Friday. And I get to meet Michelle at Guardian Angel today. Yay! Yeah, we listen to Imagine Dragons a lot in the morning on the Believer, you know, customized station thing that Tesla's given us. And it's another day, another door, another high, another low. It's like, it was very appropriate lyrics right as we entered downtown this morning. Well, hopefully Don's able to walk when I get home because it's plenty warm out there to go. I'm not freezing today, so, and it's sunny and kind of pleasant spring morning, so I'd like to go if we can before I meet Michelle. I should have just enough time. Yesterday on Facebook in the Model X owners group, there was a thread going that can I upgrade the bumper on my, we'll insert 2017, 2018 Model X with the new bumper on the new Model X. And apparently people have already gone to Tesla and asked them about this, willing to fork out money to swap the bumper because they think it looks better. So I've asked a new X owner to send me a picture of their bumper so I can understand this pressing need to change out bumpers. I guess maybe it's a little sportier or something. I don't know. Don and I have both looked at an X bumper, but I don't know. I guess we weren't paying attention to what these guys were talking about. But it was kind of like some things are still chrome and some things are blacked out, and it was different. Anyway, I don't know. Inquiring minds want to understand this need some owners are having. I like Ruby's front bumper perfectly great. I still prefer the open little mouth there with the T inserted to the way the 3 and the Y are sort of smooth across the front. Just a personal preference. So I don't know. I know it is still open. I remember seeing that much. So anyway, I'll try to take a picture of Ruby and put up a comparison picture if I can. So I have yet another update from Samsung this morning saying that I need to go in and do something. They don't say exactly what, confirm something. And when I go into the ticket, there is a confirm box at the bottom, but it's grayed out. I can't select it. So I want to listen to my book and enjoy my ride home, but I'm going to call Samsung and try to, because you know the thread is there again. We'll close out your ticket if we don't hear from you within 7 days. Well, every time you send me one of those things, I go to the ticket, and if there's nothing for me to do, what do you expect me to do? I'm so frustrated every time I talk to somebody there. It's a different person. I have to start all over with my explanation. They can't seem to get their act together. It's marked as approved now, which happened a couple days ago. I didn't tell Don because I didn't want to get his hopes up. You know, approved is we have the check to go deposit at the credit union. That's approved, right? It's not words. Words are not working for me. A check with real numbers, that would be working for me. So I don't want to call Samsung, but I'm going to have to call them. Yeah. And I did put an update into my already open service ticket with Tesla about the camera upgrade and the steering wheel, horn, and scroll buttons, asking about the wipers, because last night I did find in the owner's manual where it clearly says when the wipers come on, the lights should come on. And that's the way it's always worked, and that's what all of us established, we won't call us old, long time, us established Tesla owners are used to. We're certainly expecting that. So they haven't, I just looked and they haven't come back yet. I mean, it's early, it's only 7:45, and I put this in there at like 9 or 10 o'clock last night, so I wasn't expecting a response yet, but hopefully they'll come. The right response, Tesla, is we're aware of the problem. It's going to be fixed in the next software update, a future software update within a few weeks. Like before NHTSA finds out and makes us have a recall. I don't, a software, be clear, not hardware, software recall. I don't know, any of those are the right answer. The wrong answer is we don't think that's a problem. Surely they won't come back and say that. I did see a couple different versions of the the owner's manual for a Tesla is a fluid document because they keep on, their model is different. They don't wait until model years to add new features or to fix problems. And it's both. It's a lot of new stuff and it's fixing some stuff. It's very fluid all the time. So I know out on Google Drive I have a copy of my original 2017 owner's manual PDF, which I'm sure a lot of owners don't because it's in the car and you really don't need it. But the one, if you need to go back and look what it said when you bought the car, you need to store the PDF file somewhere. Or use that thing Rob Maurer does where some website keeps track of these changes of things that are published on the web, so you can go look at older ones at any point. I hope it doesn't get to like some new current one doesn't say that, but some older one does say that. Anyway, surely they'll see it as a safety thing. I don't want to tweet Elon because that just gets the shorters involved and NHTSA involved, and I don't see the benefits in that. We try the very friendly, ask nice, hope they see the same issue as I do, give them a chance to get it resolved thing. That would be a distant, down the line, I'm not getting any traction on it. Not that he'd see my tweet anyway, but that's certainly not the route I would want to start with, right? Ask the service center nicely for assistance. So if any of you notice the same problem with your vehicle, and you want to question your service center nicely about it, I think that would be fair, right? Because they may need to hear from potentially more than one person about it. And yeah, and I suggest trying it during the day, obviously not like after 5 p.m. or at night, because if they come on and it's sort of really dark, you're not going to know for sure if they came on because the wipers are on or if they came on because it was, it detected it was dark or not light enough outside, and the light should be turned on so that people, not so much so that you can see, but so that people can see you, right? That's the whole point of the headlights on when it's raining and daylight out, but it's visibility is reduced. Well, I talked to someone at Samsung, just level 1 support this time. I didn't ask for an escalation. She said my ticket is marked as approved. I can see that up at the top of it. It says approved. She said she doesn't know why I received the text message that they would close it out if I didn't know what I needed to do, if I didn't go in there. I think it's an automated message. They just don't want these tickets to be open very long, and ours has been a special case, so it's hung around for a while, but I didn't know that for sure. That's just speculation. But she assured me that the next step should be we should be contacted by Citibank about finalizing how we want to receive our payment. And she explained that we would need to put in a Samsung account number, which she told me what that was, or made sure I knew what that was. So I guess I'm still tentatively hopeful, but like I said, until we actually have the money, I'll believe it. I guess I'll believe it when Citibank contacts us, because that does sort of imply that they sent off the request to have it happen. But I asked Don to double check his email, because apparently, although it was not communicated to us, the next step is that we're supposed to get an email from Samsung with a link requesting, a link from Citibank requesting our Samsung account number and confirming how we want the refund. So that, the check won't come directly from Samsung, which I guess we already knew that because we had to pick Citibank on the claim ticket that we have. So anyway, the saga continues. Gas at the Sheets here in Fuquay is listed as $3.75 on the sign, and the gas at the Banks Road Sheets up the road is listed at $3.97. But the thing that and that's quite a bit, that's over 20 cents. But the thing that I question is, are we listing the ethanol price at the 87 octane or the non-ethanol price at the 88 octane? And I might have the octane reversed on those, but they're one off, because if we are, then we're not comparing apples to apples, we're comparing apples to oranges. I'm not sure. I did see in the news yesterday about releasing more reserves. I'll let the folks in Washington sort that out, because they wouldn't want my opinion anyway. I'm not saying I don't think it should happen or that it should happen. I'm just saying I just choose not to debate that in my head too much, because I don't have any control over it anyway. Wonder what's going on over here. Oh, those people I think our neighbors are getting their driveway paved, or more rocks again or something. I guess they're gonna make a mess out of my cul-de-sac again. Wow, that's a lot of, yeah, there's a little roller. I don't know what they're doing, but I think they're gonna pave it. We have happy green emerald colored grass and a pretty spring morning, and birds chirping and things drying up from yesterday's deluge. And
so you know what today is?
The 1st of April, and you did your meter readings.
That's right, and this is also the day that we switch from the winter time of use plan to the summer time of use plan. So now our shoulder is from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and the peak is from 1 to 6 p.m. and then from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. is shoulder again. So basically from 11 till 8 p.m. at night we pay more for electricity, but from 8 p.m. all the way to 11 a.m. is off-peak.
Right.
So.
And there's nothing we can do about when we need to cook, but it does encourage me a few times in the summer at least to use the gas grill out in the front porch maybe. And I probably also don't do like things that are going to take 2 hours in the oven. You kind of switch to your lighter summer food.
Yep.
But we're already trained doing all of our dishes, all of our dryer, all of our charging, and anything else that would require significant electricity after 8 p.m. at night, overnight. So it's not a huge change. I do like it on, I get back home. If I need to charge, I can start charging right away if I've forgotten or something, or if I want to do some extra laundry when I get back home or before I leave in the morning, I can start it, and then in the morning I can dry it and get it folded. That part I like better about the summer time frame. But yeah, so how much did I say, Ruby? We spent $62 according to the Tesla app charging Ruby in the last 31 days, and it says that's a gas savings of $277, and that was 774 kilowatts. It says that we burned up. Jules was like, we spent $7 charging. But I'll put up the Tesla Fi chart also, which I have not looked at yet, and that has how many miles we drove in that time period and a few other interesting nuggets. But here's the reminder that you probably ought to take a picture, screenshot of the Tesla app charge stats for your car today. You should do it the 1st of the month before you drive each month, because it's a rotating 31 days and there's no way to go back and compare this April with last April. The reporting is not that sophisticated. So you can certainly keep track of stuff, but you probably need to do a monthly screenshot and try to do it. I mean, you could do it on the 15th of every month or the last day of the month, but that's normally not a good thing because it changes. But you probably want to do a screenshot. And it's not too late if you already drove one day. Just, you know, you'll be one day off for this month, but get in that habit. I intend to be in that habit. Well, our neighbors are absolutely, definitely getting their driveway paved today, just as well that I'm not home. They were, you know, you could hear some construction, some noises down there with the equipment and stuff, and I'd just be fretting about how much asphalt and dirt they're gonna leave in the cul-de-sac. And I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt that I saw a couple blowers, so hopefully when they're done with the job at the end of the day, they'll use those big gas-powered, high-power machines, motors, and you know, clear the cul-de-sac of any construction debris, dirt, and asphalt. I pulled into this old Hardee's on Main Street that's currently not anything. It's closed. It was a doctor's office for a while, I think. Yeah, Carolina Family Foot Care. How appropriate. Anyway, I wanted to see if Ruby's daytime running lights were on, or parking lights. And they are, which is good because I want them to be. I don't have range mode on, so they should be illuminated. X's have range mode, and that will turn it off unless you need them for like real nighttime detected. But I will say that, you know, the parking brakes on or whatever, the daytime running light icon in the upper left hand corner is not there. I'm in drive right now with my foot on the brake, but I'm going to turn on parking lights on the center screen, and I don't think, go back to auto. Okay, so parking is a little dimmer and auto is a little brighter, which implies the lights are on but there's no light symbol. That's just really weird. I mean, I'm just wanted to see if we were illuminated going down the road, even though I had no symbol in the car telling me that, and now there's a FedEx truck coming. No idea why he drove through here, because there's nobody to deliver anything here, and there's nothing else in here but this building. I don't know. It doesn't matter. He did. I moved. No big deal. You know, since things currently are not working right with the wipers, in my opinion, and per the owner's manual, I just wanted to understand, A, am I still illuminated driving down the road during the day? And I am. And I wanted to understand what parking looked like versus auto. And I'm surprised that it's different when I have quote unquote daytime running lights on. And, you know, why not, Tesla? Why not put a symbol for the right light up here all the time, no matter why it's on? If I have my headlights on, headlight strength, I should see the headlight symbol. And if I have my headlights on and it's the parking light version, I should see the parking light symbol. Because if I turn on parking, now you see the parking light symbol. And if I turn on headlights, you see the headlight symbol. But if I have it on auto, it's doing its own thing, but it's not telling me what it's doing, and I really think I need to know what it's doing. I'd like to know. I don't know if that behavior's changed or not. Until yesterday, I never paid attention to the headlights because I didn't need to, because the car was always doing the right thing for me.
Oh, I love it. Love your shirt.
Yeah, I have the tiny, what's it say?
My life is ruled by a tiny, furry
Overlord, and it has a black cat on it. I've worn it before, but I really, not since it was worn last year.
Yeah.
Got stuff for you.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't find anything at Little Angel today for me. Michelle got a couple stuffies. They do have a good selection of spring and Easter dresses. When I see all the new purses, I really should just keep on going, but you know, then I see really cool stuff. I guess that's kind of like an artist thing versus a purse, but still. Fortune befriends the bold. I don't think I've ever seen that saying before. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy. Oh, that's right. It's not Oscar Mayer time. Yep, they all are, as best as I can. There just isn't a lot of Easter decorations this year. Not that I really need more village pieces, but I'd like to look at them. Somebody around town's bound to have a Bichon This cute. Knobs or drawer pulls today, and whenever they get these in, they're, you know, if you got a dresser missing a knob or something, it's a good buy. Did you ever do eggs back in the day where you used like glue and then you wrapped a plastic egg and you made it all stiff, and then, or a real egg, and then you got whatever was inside of it out? I remember doing that.
Fun time. I think you should try them on.
No.
Zippers, Velcro,
no.
everything. Your cell phone,
no.
lipstick, credit cards, money, a child.
No, thank you. Ah, the weekly pink find. Ariel's gonna love those. So our runner girl is doing a mile in like 7 minutes. Yeah, and she's coming in first, second, third at the slow. I mean, she's really doing good at that. It's so cute, but it's too big for me. And Morrison, well, Marty's not that skinny. Yeah, we're finding some clothes today. Soft kitty, warm kitty. It's a guy cut t-shirt, but maybe I'll take the scissors to it. I like it. So if we were headed to Giga Austin, that might be a good shirt. It's a little wore out though. Fiesta like there's no mañana. Taco Tuesday, Taco Wednesday, Taco Thursday. I think this person really likes their tacos. I really like that shirt. That's pretty.
It's a medium.
It might be a,
too big for her though.
I think it's too big for her and too small for me.
That's right.
But chilling with my peeps might work for Ariel. I think it's for Elon University over near Mebane. Elon, I think that's what it's for. It says team on it. Yeah, definitely team Elon. That is a find for you, girlfriend. That is a Lazy Boy recliner sofa. You can always tell by the handle. Wow, look at this. What's it got? It's got 8 chairs. Wow. Michelle's digging the table, and we especially like the clawfoot legs. I need a picture of the table after it's installed in the dining room. It's going to get delivered tomorrow. There's a guy that does a little business on the side, taking stuff home from Guardian Angel for people.
I'm so excited about it.
Yes, I need to see a picture. Okay.
And before I forget, Marianne, I have to get you one of these too. I put them on the same chain.
Oh.
But there's the extra, you know, keychain, but they belong together.
She's trying to inspire me to build the Razor Crest.
Yes.
Well, Ruby says I'll be downtown at 2:05. That's perfect. Johnny will be pleased. Although it's not a bad day to be outside. What in the world? Ruby's temperature thing right now is reading 91. That's nuts. She was sort of half behind the sign up there too. 88. I mean, it's dropping fast, but what is up with that? I mean, I've gotten in the car and the temperature is a little too cold or a little too warm, but not like 40 or 50 degrees the wrong way. She hasn't done that before. Maybe they're not polling us often. I don't know. I even had on climate at 80 inside the car while we were shopping so it wouldn't get super hot in here. Wow, we've got 1, 2, 3 cranes today. They're working on the part in the middle for the overpass, looks like. You can just bet that the right-hand lane is going to be closed on the other side of this upcoming stoplight. I better get left. Oh my God, the new Chick-fil-A over here by Costco is open. Woohoo! It is 70 degrees out there. 70, I tell you. Well, the equipment all seems to be gone. Oh, that's not so great what they did to our grass over there. Or our neighbor's grass. I don't think I appreciate that too much. It does look like they sort of blew at the end of the driveway. So I was sitting here enjoying a few minutes of rest with Gray and Panther. And I saw the red-shouldered hawk come out of one of the trees in the front yard. Land on the leaves over there to the right of the big tulip poplar, grab something up out of the ground and fly off. that way, which is in the general direction where the nest has been years past. I keep on meaning to go for a walk in the woods and see if I can spot it. Look who I got out of his office.
Who?
You.
Oh, me.
A little after 4 on a Friday.
Yeah, well.
So we're gonna walk in just a little bit and see if we see the nest. The leaves aren't out. I mean, we ought to be able to see it. And I seen him head this way with his kill, so like he's taking it back to mama on the nest. Maybe she's with the eggs or with the babies. Whatever the case may be, because it could be babies at this point.
Yeah.
There's a few pieces of debris out here in the woods. They've been here since Don moved in. Don hauled off a lot of stuff. And this is pretty far away from the house now to be hauling stuff off, just to haul it off. Don thinks this used to be like a logging trail or somebody's home with a road cut in off in the woods and people come and dumped. Wow, that must still be trees down from Fran.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yep, that's got to be what that is. That was a big ass tree. So we haven't spotted it. Now this nest is substantial. This is a 2 foot by 3 foot nest. It's big. We're basically the steelworks and then the environmental park. And we're sort of at a point where in this direction we can't go too much further, but I haven't given up yet. Well, we're not having any luck. It would be in a deciduous tree. It would be along the creek, which is right basically over there. They really like to feed their young frogs. It would be in a Y, but preferably with the branch leading off to the side so that the babies can stand on the branch before they decide to, you know, practice flapping their wings. You know, all the things we've seen in the video past years. Come down closer to the creek bed. It's kind of dripping. It's not super wet down in here, but it's pretty wet. I just wanted to walk back to the house a little closer to the actual creek so I could look up at these trees over here, but we're just not having any luck. I really thought after I watched him fly this way we'd be able to see it. Well, no luck, but nothing ventured, nothing gained. I'm glad we at least tried this year. Last year we missed this window and then it was poison ivy, bug, tick. Not so much worried about snakes, but snakes. And it just really wasn't safe to go traipsing around down there. At least for me, since I'm so highly allergic to everything. Don's taking me up to Harris Teeter. I need something. And we stopped at the ironworks and I looked at a clump of leaves way up high in a tree. But it was a possibility, but I think I've decided no for the hawk's nest. Those were that was the next stand of trees farther than where we walked. Well, I hit the energy thing on Jules and dang if she ain't having to really think about that.
Well, she's saying, my goodness, you don't drive me very much. I got...
What is going on? How can that be taking that long to draw?
Oh. Way cool. That looks nice. What's this?
Yeah. Well, it is a performance Y. Not that, you know, you usually take advantage of that, but dang, the trip thing, it won't draw.
Well, I'm not on a trip.
Well, it hadn't ought to spin. Now let's put in somewhere.
Here you go.
Wow, so if you aren't navigated anywhere, the solution is just spin for a year?
Well, I don't know about the spin, but I do remember seeing before that it's only available if you're navigating something.
Huh.
Well, because it does, how can it calculate?
I understand, but it ought to come up and say,
Pick
I don't
something.
know. I'll show,
Navigate
when you actually are on a trip, I'll show you some data. I don't know, you know, some nice words to the person instead of spin.
Well, it's trying not to call you out.
Yeah, right. It's Friday night taco night at our house. These are those cassava taco shells again.